Wonderful people, viewers and subscribers, I want us to watch this clip. When we come back, I have a lot of things I need to tell us here. Very dark black man don't finally help the Biafrans, help Nnamdi Kanu, help Simon Ekpa, help Ngozi Orabueze, help Biafran Liberation Army, help ESN, and all security outfits in Biafra land to vindicate all of us, including Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Why do I say so? I will tell us when we come back. Udele is in trouble. Ikenga Uruagu have been technically defeated. Technical knockout, TKO, with something with the one they call Udele. But let me not let the cat out of the basket. I will come down to let you watch this message from beginning to the end. And when we come back here, we don't come down to analyze this message to a layman's terms and understanding. Please watch and please make sure you share this message.
Answer your question. First things first, before I answer your question, there have been a lot of debates as to why I was invited here.
Do I have the better to
please,
your question?
Please, I'll come to the question, don't worry.
You have 2 minutes.
I will.
You will use 1 minute. You have many lawyers defending you against me. I'm part of you. You should be on my side.
So there have been a lot of debate as to why VeryDarkMan is invited. I am not here to teach you the law. I am here to share an experience. I'm pretty sure a lot of you that are debating did not look at the topic. It says known gunmen or unknown gunmen, right? This is not the topic of if I name my Lord, because a lot of your lords are being kidnapped. So this is not if I name, because your lords are being kidnapped. On the 26th of July, a judge was coming from Sokoto and he was kidnapped in Kebbi. And then they released him after 1 week. Do you understand? So if we don't discuss about this topic and if I don't share my experience, it will not be if I name my Lord. It will be you joining your personal Lord and Savior. So you just have to listen, you know. So I'll share my experience now. Thank you very much. So talking about Yelwata, I was the first respondent there. When the killing happened, our conventional media, like AIT, NTA, and the rest, they have become lazy and they have become really scared. So they don't really cover what happens, the result of this insecurity, or rather the result of these unknown gunmen. So that is why people like us will go there. And like I said, that is why I'm here. First of all, I was the respondent for Yelwata. I was also the first respondent when they killed, that one is the military men that did it, when they killed some women in Lamurde. They shot them, they knelt down, they sprayed them the bullets. I went there. I was also the first respondent when, the police were there before I came, but I was like the first person of the media that came. The bomb blast that happened on Saturday, they detonated one at Monday Market in Boronu, Post Office Junction, and University of Maiduguri Teaching Hospital. I went there, I saw the people that were affected. Also, Angwan Rukuba in Jos, I also went there. Bokos, I also went there. I've seen people that have been affected by these unknown gunmen. I've seen blood, I've seen people burnt alive. So you just need to listen. Do you understand? Now, what happened in Yelwata is straight. I'll be straightforward. It was the Fulanis that attacked the people in Yelwata. Why? It was a retaliation for the Yelwata people. I think they killed the Fulani boy and his cow, and these people came back. Now, the thing that has been happening in Jos over the years, thousands of people have lost their life. Now, what has been happening is just simple. Farmers and herders clash. I've collected data, I've investigated. If the cows don't move, people don't die. If the cows don't move, people don't die. The Fulani people, you and I, when we see ourselves, we say, how are you doing? How is your family? They say, hello, how is your cow? How are the goats? You see, they value these things because this is their way of life. This is culture. This is their source of livelihood. Now, Benue is called the food basket of the nation, meaning farming is their source of income. Now, your own source of income is eating my source of income. There will be a problem. Do you understand? So when they cross, these guys are like, you are eating my crops. I can't survive when I can't farm. So yeah, I have to kill your cows, so you stop. But the Fulani guys are like, no, the cows are my brothers. So So I'll come back and kill. Now, look at this part. If you notice, you go around in Nigeria, you see cows passing on our roads, and you'll be wondering why so much cows are going around and passing. You know why? It is money laundering. It's the government. It's money laundering. Let me tell you how. How much is a fat cow, a very big cow? It's sold at 2 million. You see an Aboki man going around, a Fulani man going around with 500 cows, that is 1 billion naira. That is money laundering. So instead of the government to tell these cows to stay inside, like in-house ranching, right? They won't, because it's their investment. And the Fulani man have told them that, see, these cows need to walk around so that their meat will be sweet. Or they have some sort of excuses that is giving them that reason to have their cows go around. So the government, they invest in these cows to the money that has been stolen, they put it in the cows. 500, you see, 1,000 cows. If 500 cows is giving you 1 billion, or if it's sold at, yes, 1 billion naira, 500, 1,000 is giving you 2 billion. I'm sure a lot of you have never thought about this before. Have you? Exactly. And this is why I'm here. To tell you what it is. Do you understand?
So, again, am I saying... Do not take over the stage. Do not take over the stage. Do not take over. So you've actually diverted and made some points.
I'm coming. It's still, I'm still
yes.
Trying to break down this.
Yes.
So, no, I'm coming. Hold on.
I'm in charge.
Sorry, hold on.
Okay, so I didn't want to cut you short.
Okay.
I mean, so the question was, do you think insecurity have been politicized? And you have been able to narrow down the issue of Benue State to economy, profit on the part of investors in cattle ranching. And you have said that government puts money. Who is this government that are putting money?
Well, no problem. No. I will answer. Don't worry.
We are on the same side. The government that puts
a lot of these governors. See, okay, I will answer you with Wike. I'm not saying Wike puts money, but listen. We all know Wike is a very stubborn man. Wike doesn't care. But when they asked Wike about the cows, Wike said, I can't talk about it. He knows the people that have invested in it. So you can bring Wike and ask him why. He said.
Wike is not on this panel. On this
bring him, invite him.
No. This panel, of course, it's too late to bring Wike here. You mentioned government, but that's okay. You already told us who the government is, but so continue.
Now, there are no unknown gunmen anywhere. They are the unknown gunmen. The military men are the unknown gunmen. The immigration, the customs, these guys are the unknown gunmen. Nobody else. See, surprisingly, we have a lot of checkpoints in Nigeria. A lot of checkpoints, police checkpoints. When you're traveling from Lagos, you're coming to Abuja, Lokoja axis, you have a lot of checkpoints there. But then again, a lot of kidnappings happen along that route. Do you know why? When you pass with your car, you meet a checkpoint. When you meet the checkpoint, the policemen say, wind down. You wind down. Open your boot. You open your boot. Believe you me, everybody knows he's rich and who is poor. And everybody knows the people that belong in the middle class. So when they look at you, okay, when you pass, they make those calls and say, the red Corolla, somebody is there that can pay. Do you understand? It's not rocket science. It's not. It's not.
Okay, so we are still coming back to you. You have a lot to say.
I do have a lot to say.
Yeah, we are still coming back to you. We are still coming back to you. Please hold your thoughts for a while so that, again, every other person will make their contribution. I mean, I'm going to take you on the several police checkpoints.
No problem.
Yeah, because if I take you up now, you are going to... No, just drop it. You are going to take over the... I mean, it's going to be a lot of discussion.
Okay, a very wonderful one. A very quick one. There is a long episode here, but I will read it. Just give me more time. I will read this episode. The reason why I use that title, if this comment, if this video you saw here, you just finished watch. If Naibo man make this video, That useless, idiotic, mumu, bombastic Udele would have come out to tell you a lie. But he dare not to challenge this man. He dare not to challenge this man. No be say Udele Ikenga Uruagu, all of them, including Chikozenwangu, is Nnamdi Kanu is the one who formed the non-government. Nnamdi Kanu is the one who is killing the Igbos. Nnamdi Kanu is the one who killed Lilu, who scattered also. We told us here, unknown gunmen is Nigerian police, Nigerian DSS, and Nigerian EFCC. All these things are all political witch hunting to make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is being imprisoned or pied. Niba na tunini say if you know when hododo chie na churu yijiji. Okay, let them open their mouth now to talk nonsense. Any person will come out now to defend Nnamdi Kanu or defend Biafra land. You will see these idiots will open their mouth, set their ring light, and begin to vomit nonsense. I have been waiting for Udele to go online now and begin to say something, just say Pakam against VDM so that he will take it up from him. The guy is nowhere to be found. So we have useless and stupid, the people who said they are Igbos, which we are not even sure, are being hired against their own people. And that's exactly what the Northerners have been praying for. That's what they have been fighting for all these years. And they finally got it in the likes of Ikenga Uruagu and Udele, with the rest of other ones. And the one they call himself Gabam. Because he is the one that is providing platform for all these charlatans to be insulting the Igbos and saying that all the whole killings going in Biafra land are the Igbos. Unknown government in Biafra land, Chukwumacha Soludo told us that 99% of them are all Igbo youths. All of them have been made, all of them have been put to shame. Can't you see how God works? If you know when to cheer natural because if na Igbo man went there to talk this in my brother, even the so-called police, even the so-called police, they for don't buy them. Okay, now they are sending an invitation to VeryDarkMan, left, right, and center. Kemi Badenochi, the leader of a one party I think the leader of APP party in UK, that Yoruba idiotic woman, she don't talk and now say police na criminals. Almost everybody don't they talk say police na criminals. But an Igbo man will make that kind of a comment. Another fellow Igbo man will come out and tell you you are a lie. In fact, they will be the one to tell police to go and arrest you. I repeat, if you know when hold do, let me read one long episode here because some people must surely, they are daft enough. Let's see. He said his name is it's a long episode, just like as I said, it's a long episode. Say his name na Remigius Okoli. Remigius Gine Okoli. Owonyi, right? That's why I want to read this. Let's see where his own point is coming from. Fellow Nigerians, learned friends and observers of our noble profession, I have watched with keen interest the national conversation that has erupted following the appearance of Mr. VeryDarkMan VDM at the recently concluded Nigerian Bar Association Annual General Conference in Port Harcourt. The discourse has been passionate, often heated, and regrettably, in many instances, misinformed, as someone who was physically present in that hall, who had every word spoken, who observed the body language of my colleagues, and who understand the context in which that season was conveyed. I feel a professional and moral obligation to set the record straight. Okay? Let me be unequivocal from the outset. The Nigerian Bar Association did not embarrass itself. The lawyers in that hall did not abandon their training, and VDM was not elevated to the status of a legal authority. What occurred was precisely what was supposed to occur in a mature democracy, a rigorous multi-stakeholder conversation about one of the most pressing security crises of our time. The session in question was not a court of law. It was not a disciplinary tribunal. It was not a valedictory lecture or a call to bar ceremony. It was a panel discussion on national security, a thematic breakout season designed to bring together diverse perspectives from both within and outside the legal profession. The NBA, in its wisdom, recognized that the issue of kidnapping, police collusion, and internal security had become so endemic that it could no longer be discussed solely through the narrow lens of statutes and precedents. The bar needed to hear from those who operate at the intersection of grassroots activism, digital advocacy, and direct victim engagement. VDM was invited not as a legal scholar, but as a social critic and online influencer who has spent years consulting with real-life victims, analyzing security patterns, and documenting cases that official channels often ignore or suppress. His presence was deliberate, contextual, and appropriate to the forum. Much has been made of the fact that lawyers, learned friends whose professions revolves around evidence, we are seen applauding VDM's contributions to those who have seized upon these as evidence of professional degeneration. I say this, you fundamentally misunderstand what was happening in that room. We were not applauding a judicial verdict. We were not endorsing every statistic or every anecdote as proven fact. We were applauding courage. We were applauding this articulation of a truth that too many Nigerians live today, but that too many institutions deny. We were applauding a man who, despite not having our professional training, has done what many of us struggle to do. He has placed his body and his platform between the powerful and the powerless. A lawyer's intelligence is not diminished by the ability to recognize truth in unconventional packaging. Our training does not require us to suspend our humanity or our civic conscience when we leave the courtroom. We can appreciate a perspective without treating it as gospel. We can applaud a speaker while reserving our right to verify his claims. That is not intellectual weakness. That is intellectual maturity. I heard that the Nigeria Police Force has invited VDM to substantiate his claims, as if they don't know the truth. This is precisely how the system should function in a society governed by law. Allegations, especially those against state institutions, must be tested. But let us be clear. An invitation to substantiate is not a conviction. It is not even an indictment. It is an opportunity for the accuser to present what he knows and for the accused institutions to respond. If VDM has, as he claims, consulted with victims, reviewed documented cases, and built a body of evidence from his grassroots engagement, then this is his moment to lay it before the appropriate authorities. And if the police believe his claims are defamatory or false, they have every legal remedy available to them, but argue that VDM should never have been had. On the contrary, it proved that the system of accountability is working as it should. Allegations are made and allegations are tested. The lawyers you mock will be the same ones ensuring that due process is followed, that VDM's rights are protected, and that if he has evidence, it is properly ventilated. That is what we do, according to him. Some of my learned friends have argued that VDM is unfit to stand before an assemblage of legal minds because of his online persona. His methods of advocacy, or what they describe as the commodification of his own nudity. They worry about the signal this sends to young lawyers and law students. I understand this concern. The legal profession is indeed a custodian of standards, and we must never be a civilian about the examples we set. But let me offer a counter perspective. The dignity of the bar is not so fragile that it shatters because of our dignity is measured by our openness to difficult truths. Our willingness to engage with society in all complexity, and our commitment to justice beyond the clusters of our offices. Young lawyers need to see that the law is not a monastery. It is a living, breathing instrument of school social ordering. They need to understand that advocacy takes many forms. Some are polished, some rough, some conventional, some disruptive. What matters is not the packaging. What matters is the impact on the lives of the people we are called to serve. If a young lawyer leaves that conference hall inspired to use whatever platform they have, whatever a wig and gown or a smartphone, to fight for the voiceless, then the NBA has done its job. This controversy has revealed a tension within our profession that we must address honestly. Honestly. There are those who believe the bar should be an exclusive club, engaging only with the respectable, the credentiated, and the polished. And there are those of us who believe the bar must be a bridge connecting the courtroom to the street, the statute book to lived experience of the Nigerian people. To those who say the profession has been dragged to the gutters, I say, look again. The profession is not in the gutters, it is in the trenches where it belongs, fighting for justice, engaging with uncomfortable truths, and refusing to look away from the suffering of the Nigerian people. We did not diminish the bar by inviting VDM, we enlarged it. Thank you, Okori Remujiusu, Chinedu Esquire, legal practitioner, attendee, NBA AGC, Port Harcourt of 2026. My brother, I agree with you, yes. Many people now, oh, why must I invite him? Why must I invite him? It is be for the rich. For the rich, let them just go there, lie to your head, and dash you money. And then you will praise them and sing on their mandate and go back home. And tomorrow when they have case, you will remember that they dash you money. And then you turn the case upside down. That is why the zoo is not moving forward. He went there and spilled the beans. Something that even the military in that room, some politicians and some mighty men in that room cannot gather the balls to say. This boy went there and spilled the beans. So now the NBA now say, oh, why must they invite an ordinary human being to come to their gathering? You can imagine their mindset. That is why their country is not moving forward. Because they hate to hear the truth. Whenever they speak the truth, the question would have been, who invited him? What is his level of education? Is he a lawyer? You can imagine that kind of cock and bull stories that they keep telling people. One more comment, please, we'll round up. To me, I just said his intel is an eye-opener. Much respect. Dubem said his haters are helplessly silent. VeryDarkMan, just disgrace them. Woto. My people, now here will take back break. Ponder as I ponder. Udele have been knocked off balance. Ikenga Uruagu, they don't have mouth again to talk. They don't know how to do video again because it is VDM. Let it be Okeke or Okaf who talk that in. You will see these animals, all these canker worms and caterpillars, that their teeth is like this, looking for who to devour. Hungry idiots. They will have full internet now and begin to make noise left, right, and center. Thank God though, because as if anyone want to do, our God don't fight for this. Don't do this one for us. Next, all to next level. We move. Have a nice day, my people. If you want finish, please help me to share it so that others will also understand why I use that headline and why it is necessary we share the message. Let it go around.
These Igbo people are gradually taken everywhere. If we don't put a stop to this now, we will regret tomorrow. Enough is enough. Send them home. Give them their country and let everybody stay in peace.
Lagos Island now, 80% of the properties are owned by Igbo people, including my own father's property.
Hallelujah, Chimle, Jehovah Timibena, Ebi Guaramaya Jimle, Hagamaduro Mama.
It is finished.